The clash between Sam George and then DSTV over their ridiculous prices is still going on. If you don't know, let me give you a brief backstory of what is happening. Sam George, who is the communications minister, has said that DSTV, MultiChoice, who owns DSTV, should reduce their exorbitant prices in this country. If you want to operate in Ghana, you need to slash your prices so that the ordinary Ghanaian could afford the price, according to Sam George. And then we are in full support of what he's saying, because I think DSTV subscription costs about 600 cedis, and then if you compare these prices with that of Nigeria and then South Africa, there is a difference. There is a big difference. It seems Ghana here, when these private institutions come to work here, their prices are very, very ridiculous. These are things that when a Ghanaian goes to South Africa, or a Ghanaian goes to another man's land and starts to operate there or opens a company there, you need to abide by the rules of the country. If the minister there tells you to slash your prices, you need to do that, or you pack your things and then you leave. That's how it works. Once you are working on someone's land and a person in charge is telling you that these prices you are giving it to my people is too expensive, do something about it, the best you could do is to accept and then slash the prices. Sam George fought for the reduction of data with MTN. They allowed it, and now they reduced the cost of their data. At first, the prices were higher. Although the prices they reduced was not that much, we saw a little progress, so we like it like that. And now he's fighting for DSTV, and then people are supporting him, other people are bringing him down. This brings us back to the saying that if you want to fight for a black man, you need to be fighting with only one hand. The other hand, you'll be using it to push the black man back, because if you don't do that, he's going to attack you for fighting for him. Subscribe to the channel, turn on the post notification. Now, this is the backstory of that. And according to Joy News, South African Foreign Minister to touch down in Ghana in an attempt to resolve impasse between MultiChoice and Communications Minister Sam George over DSTV subscription prices. So Sam George is tackling DSTV that if you don't reduce your prices, I am the Minister for Communication in this country. I'm going to shut down your operation in Ghana here, and there's nothing you could do about it. I have that right. So now, either you play by my games or you get eliminated. I'm telling you, my people are suffering. So reduce the prices for them. If you can't pack your things and leave the country. That's what Sam George is saying. And now the video for today is about a journalist. His name is Omanhene Kwabena Asante. He attacked Sam George, saying, upon all the problems in the country for the past week now, Sam George has chosen to fight for the reduce of DSTV subscription fees. He do not agree with that. There are better things to chase, and people are attacking him. Let's go with the video. When we are back, the discussion continues.
But you say, Sam George, a whole communications minister, your priority for the past 3 weeks or 1 month is DSTV. For what? For what? DSTV. You don't have the power. Mama me pretend this. And now you call a crazy chuka. You expect the minister to be dealing with these matters. But the luxury life of Obi also about DSTV. Premium bouquet is a bouquet and 950. Who cares about that? You're 120 war, you're 450 war. What is your problem?
Compact.
A whole minister and a ministry. A whole minister and a ministry. For the past 1 month, idea what me do who come on official why idea maybe mother DSTV. Number 2, Airtel Tigo Telecel. What is happening? It is our responsibility to know. Well, because because on the power. Now I'm going to share so I crack my road so. You see, we have a problem. Yes, we have a problem.
So that was the video we went to watch. And personally, I side with the people dragging him, because the fact that you can pay doesn't mean we shouldn't fight for reduction. We are journalists and our tour. Maybe you take home about 5,000 cedis a month. So the 5,000 cedis, if you are paying for 600 cedis DSTV subscription, it wouldn't cost you. Have you thought about the people being paid 1,500 and then 1,000? In Ghana here, people are being paid 600 cedis all. Have you thought about them? If I'm being paid 600 cedis and I use the 600 cedis for DSTV subscription, what am I going to eat? And then he ended by saying, DSTV is a luxury. If at this point, in this big 2025, we still think paying for DSTV is a luxury, then I think the country will really day back. We really day back. And you see, this is the same person Kennedy Japan insulted, and then people were saying, Kennedy didn't do well. This is the same video. You let's listen to this video. This is the same person Kennedy insulted, and then people were backing him, fighting for him. Say Kennedy shouldn't have insulted him and all that. Today you are here telling us, upon all the problems in the country, Sam George is only interested in fighting for the reduction of DSTV subscription prices. Now, two obey you know so one in cost. What did you expect? Been a subscription as slash yama 1 month subscription, I call 100 cities. We need to do a lot as a country to help the citizens. We need to do a lot. If someone is fighting for us and then you can't fight for us, the best you could do is to shut your mouth and sit there and let him fight for us. You are a journalist, you have a wider audience. Other than pushy agenda, no, na enriching the padodo, and then they join in the agenda, no, na enriching the padodo, you push it to a wider audience, but rather, as we are fighting, no, now saying, if you go to other countries, like I've been saying, you need to operate under their rules, and yes, how you will pack your things and go. Let me give you a brief example. TikTok and then the US government. You see, the US government ordered that TikTok sells a part of it to them. You are operating in the US, and then most of these, I think, TikTok videos and then the users are from the US. It is either you sell part of the company to us, now it be a government owned. And I said, this is the due date we are giving you. If you don't sell part of the company to us, we are going to revoke your license. We are not going to make the app work in our country. We all thought it was a joke. The date came, and then the app was stopped from working in the US. It took the intervention of the newly elected president, Donald Trump, to reinstate the app. Nobody was able to say anything. Isn't it the same thing? If you are operating in Ghana, and then the Minister for Communication, the person in charge, is telling you, say, this is the price I think it will be suitable for my people, or your prices are too exorbitant, so you need to reduce it so that the minimum people or the minimum average earning people in the country can afford. I think it's the right thing to say, or it's the right action to take. So we as the citizens, the best we could do is to support him. But you as a journalist, you sat on your radio stations and then you are saying this. So with this, you are backing the multi-choice people to keep increasing the price. Now, we have DSTV subscription 600 cedis a month, and I say, it's only about 500. Now, we have 500 now. 100 won't even find reboswa. So, with him, they are reboswa. But rather, you are encouraging them not to reduce their prices by saying, upon all the problems in the country, this is what some people choose to talk about. You, as a journalist, upon all the problems in the country, this is what you chose to talk about. And Krofu, acquiring your edge money, why don't you talk about that? Why don't you talk about that? You see, like I said, if you are fighting for the black man, use one hand. The other hand, you are using it to tame the same black man you are fighting for. Sam George have done this before, so if you support him, he's going to be doing it again. The first he did was make MTN reduce the exorbitant prices, data prices. He told them to reduce the prices and it worked. They reduced it. That means, why are you overpricing the things? Let's read a couple of comments from users. This one is from Kodjofra86. This is what you become when you often make use of your stomach than the brain. Parliament has to enact a law that stops people with a certain size of belly from passing comment on issues of national interest. I'm not going to go into details of this. This one is from King Popsy. Then let's not also talk about fuel cost and then the rest. After all, we all can always walk to wherever we want. Fact. If you are saying DSTV is a luxury, those who can afford to shut up. Now in this 21st century, if you still see DSTV as a luxury, I don't see the kind of person you are. because DSTV is never a luxury, it's a necessity. And then first, near viewing centers and a football matches, and there's any money a term until you buy DSTV in your house, and then they show you football matches, and then you watch. A necessity. If we are talking about real luxury, we are talking about multi-million-dollar mansions, expensive watches. We are talking about the Rolex, the Hublot watches, the Richie Mille watches, designer clothes, designer shoes, designer sunglasses. You see, and those things, those are the luxurious things. But DSTV 600 cedis is never a luxury. So if you are saying DSTV is paying for DSTV subscription is a luxury, I don't know how you think. This one is from Kwesi. He thinks he's speaking sense. Watching football is a luxury life. Like I said, who have football in your luxury? And your luxury. This one is from 2024 Agenda. A very shallow-minded person speaking. These are the people others listen to. Very sad. This one is from Seidu Abdul Basit. We are our own problems in this country. I will reserve my comment. This one is from George Edusei Sinchiri. A whole radio station and presenter upon all the problems. This is what you also choose to talk about. Yes. So, like I said, the foreign minister for South Africa will be in Ghana to sit down with Sam George and then MultiChoice, the company, to talk for peace to reign. Reduce your prices or leave. Simple as that. Sam George, never stop. I'm on fire. I'm on fire. You see, by the time Sam George will leave office, any company working here, which falls under communication, our price is exorbitant. You are going to reduce it. First, it was MTN. They say DSTV is Swaba. The rest, you should prepare. Let me know what you think about the video in the comment section. Don't forget to like this video and share. My name is Tanya. I'm a social media blogger and a YouTuber. Subscribe to the channel, and then I'll see you on my next upload.